Rigobert Song, are these AFCON players world class? Victor Osimhen,
No.
Ademola Lookman,
No.
Brian Mbeumo,
Yes.
Amad Diallo.
Yes.
So today we're gonna be looking at a video from we can call him a football legend. He's a Cameroon football legend. His name is Rigobert Song. I don't know if a lot of Gen Zs know him, but some of us watch him play, and he was one of the strong defensive players that Cameroon had in those days, and they did well during African Cup of Nations, and even against Nigeria. I think there was a time they won the AFCON against Nigeria in the final, and I think Rigobert Song was part of the squad that won that game. And recently he was interviewed on ESPN, and he was asked if some players that were listed are world-class players. And in a controversial manner, and surprisingly, he said Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman are not world-class, and went on to say players like Wilfred Zaha, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, even Ahmad and Mbeumo are world class, and Osimhen and Ademola Lookman aren't world class. I mean, it has obviously caused a lot of controversies online. We've seen a lot of Nigerians bash him, and even other African nationals fans also opposed his opinion, because that's just ridiculous. Because if you can tell us that Ademola Lookman and Victor Osimhen are not world class, but Wilfred Zaha, Amad Diallo, Mbeumo are world class, then on what basis are you judging this from? Is it because the likes of Ahmad, Wan-Bissaka, Mbeumo played in the Premier League? Is it because they either played for Man U? I guess that's what he sees as world class. Well, today we're gonna be looking at who a world class player is, and prove to you guys that definitely Ademola Lookman and Osimhen are world class players. Let's dive right into it. Okay, so let's start with the video of Rigobert Song mentioning the players that are world class and the ones that aren't in this video by ESPN. Let's watch.
Rigobert Song, are these AFCON players world class? Victor Osimhen,
No.
Mohamed Salah,
Yes.
Riyad Mahrez,
Yes.
Achraf Hakimi,
Yes.
Ademola Lookman,
No.
Brian Mbeumo,
Yes.
Amad Diallo,
Yes.
Omar Mamouche,
Yes.
Yves Bissouma,
No.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka,
Yes.
Ronwen Williams,
Yes.
Wilfred Zaha,
Yes.
Mbwana Samata,
Yes.
Patson Daka,
Yes.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang,
Yes.
Brahim Diaz.
Yes.
Rigobert Song,
Good. Yes.
Rigobert
Oh my God, that's so funny. That is so funny, because obviously we can't blame him. That's just his opinion. Anybody can give their opinion, but it is so sad when you hear this from someone who is supposed to be a legend of the continent. Like, these are the reasons why people don't respect the African continent, because of people like this. I mean, how can you be asked a question and you are answering based on sentiment? I mean, I know I'm a Nigerian. You might be thinking, oh, maybe I'm reacting to this video because I'm a Nigerian and I feel offended. Of course, I will feel offended. If we were talking about players like maybe Chukwueze, or let's say Awoniyi, I'm just trying to look at players that aren't really world class, that I can arguably say, no, these aren't world class players, in my team. Then I won't be arguing with you. But look at the players he said are world class, and he said, I mean, isn't it obvious? The two players that he said aren't world class in the list are Nigerian players and one other player. Obviously, three players. But how can you say that two Nigerian players on that list who both have won CAF African Player of the Year. Do you know what it means to be called African Player of the Year? It means those players won those awards even in the time that players like Mohamed Salah and all the players they listed on that list that are world-class players, in the time that they were still active, these players won the African Best Player of the Year award. I mean, how can those players not be world-class? I mean, there are criteria to look at. These are just facts. This is not emotional. This is not about sentiment. This is just pure fact. Let's look at those players that he said are world class, and I will give you my own list of those that I feel are world class in those lists and are not, and I give you reasons. Let's hear it once again.
Rigobert Song, are these AFCON players world class? Victor Osimhen.
No.
He said no, but of course Victor Osimhen is world class. We can't deny that.
Mohamed Salah.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with that. Mohamed Salah is world class.
Riyad Mahrez.
Yes.
Riyad Mahrez, yes, we can say he's world class, even though he is not currently in form like that. He doesn't really play for a bigger club. He doesn't have a bigger competition, if not for his recent form in the AFCON. But obviously, we know he's world class. That the fact that he's not playing like he used to before doesn't mean he's no more world class. He's a world class player. Yeah.
Achraf Hakimi.
Of course, the current African Best Player of the Year and the best player in Africa right now. Beating the likes of Osimhen and Mohamed Salah. That's not a joke, and he's one of the best players in PSG right now. He's one of their best players. If he's not in the match, they probably will feel it. You know what I'm saying? And he won several trophies last season and has been consistent over the years. So those are some of the reasons we'll bring up later to let you know who a world-class player is. So, Achraf Hakimi, of course, yes.
Yes.
Ademola Lookman.
Ademola Lookman, he said no. Of course, Ademola Lookman is world class. I don't know what he is looking at to say Ademola Lookman is not. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Nigerian. He is a world class player. You can't tell me someone who made the list of 20 best player in the world. I'm talking about the Ballon d'Or now. Ademola Lookman was named in, I think it was even number 16 or so, ahead of several other players. I mean, if someone is ranked 16th best player in the world, that's not a joke. Many of these players that is mentioned here has never even been ranked in the Ballon d'Or before. They've never been nominated for CAF Player of the Year before. So what parameter did they look at to believe some players are world class, or because they play for a big team? No, that's not the criteria to call a player world class. Brian Mbeumo.
Yes.
Nope. I'm a Man United fan, but Mbeumo is not world class. Come on, let's not be deceiving ourselves here. The fact that he plays for Man United right now doesn't make him world class. Maybe he might get there, but currently he's not world class. What has he done in his football career? He played for which club? Brentford, and he scored a lot of goals in the season. How many goals did he score? He didn't even score up to 20 goals in that season. He wasn't even the winner of the Golden Boot in the Premier League. So what are we talking about? He didn't win the Golden Boot. He didn't win any award. He was Brentford's top scorer. So that makes him world class because he now plays for Man United. What has he done for Man United since he got? Has he won any trophy with Man United? I mean, he's just even starting the peak of his career. So how can you say Mbeumo is world class and Osimhen and Ademola Lookman are not? Ademola Lookman and Osimhen have both been nominated for Ballon d'Or. I mean, do you even? Are we? This shouldn't even be up for argument or up for debate at all. Osimhen finished 8th. 8th best player in the world. Do you know what it means to be ranked 8th best player in the world? And that player is in world class. But Brian Mbeumo, because he currently plays for Man United and has played for Brentford, and he was a one-season wonder, and because of that Man United bought him, is automatically a world class. I don't get it. He is my player. He currently plays for Man United, which is my club that I support, but it's not world class. I wouldn't say because he plays for my club, he's automatically world class. He's saying Mbeumo is world class because he's a Cameroon player. He was a Cameroon legend, or he was a Cameroon player. I'm beginning to question the I'm beginning to feel somehow to call him a legend right now, because a legend shouldn't have behaved the way he behaved, saying players like Osimhen and Ademola Lookman are not world class. But Brian Mbeumo is, because he plays for Cameroon and he plays for Man U. Come on, man. This is just pure sentiment here.
Amad Diallo.
Amad Diallo, of course, he said world class.
Yes.
Amad Diallo is not world class. Yes, I would say that. He's my player. He plays for Man U. He's a very good player, a talented player, still very young. And if you look at the criteria to really say who is a world-class player, you can't tell me Amad Diallo qualifies as a world-class player. Come on now. Sometimes we're even still debating whether Saka is world-class player, and you are telling me Amad Diallo is world-class player. Can you compare what Saka has done in his career to what Amad Diallo has done in his career? I mean, the distance is so far, and sometimes some people still debate whether Saka is world-class. So Amad Diallo is not even world-class, and he said yes. But Ademola, Lookman and Osimhen are not. It's just funny.
Omar Mamouche.
Yes.
He said yes because he plays for Man City and he plays for Morocco, right? Yeah, maybe he's a good player. He's a good player, no doubt about that. Is he world class? Yeah, maybe. I mean, at least higher than the likes of Mbeumo, Amad. Yeah, if I should rank them, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would agree with that, but not like outrightly.
Yves Bissouma.
No.
He said no for that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka? No. Wan-Bissaka is not world class. Come on. What are you kidding me right now? What makes him what has it done to make him world class? What is even world class? We'll talk about what it means to be a world class player. What is it that you see in a player that that will make you call him world class? We'll look at that very soon.
Ronwen Williams.
Yeah.
Ronwen Williams, yeah, he's world class. He's a world class goalkeeper. He has been ranked in the Ballon d'Or, in the African CAF Awards as one of the best. He has won the best keeper in Africa, one of the best keepers in the world. I mean, it's obvious he's world class. You can't deny that. Even though I don't like South African Football Club and their fans, but I wouldn't say because of that Ronwen Williams is not world class. Of course, easily he's world class. So we can't deny that one.
Yes.
Wilfred Zaha.
Wilfred Zaha, no. Number one, he played in the Premier League. He played for Man United, and Man United sold him because he wasn't really useful for them. And he went to several clubs, and he played well. He performed in smaller clubs, and which is normal. What big clubs has he played for that he has really performed well, and has he been consistent, season in, season out, week in, week out as a player? How many trophies has he even won as a player? He's an Ivory Coast player, and he wasn't even in their squad that won the African Cup of Nations in the last AFCON. So he hasn't even won an AFCON yet. He hasn't won any trophy yet that I know about right now, on top of my head. How can you call such a player world class? He currently plays in MLS at this age. He's not even up to 40 years old. He's almost the same age as Salah, and is in MLS playing in MLS already. Because he has always been a failure in most of the big clubs that he has gone to. So, and that player is world class. And Osimhen and Ademola Lookman, who has been great for their clubs in Europe and even in the African Cup of Nations, they are not world class. They've won CAF African Player of the Year. Is that a joke to you? I think he's pained. But I will show you why he's pained very soon. So just stay tuned. Let's finish the list before we look at why I think he's pained. And he's saying Osimhen and Ademola Lookman are no world class player.
Yes.
Imagine saying yes, Zaha is world class. Zaha was my player. He was a player. He was a Man United player, but no, he's not world class. A lot of Man United players are not even world class right now. So to be saying someone is world class because they are Man United players is even a joke right now.
Buana Samata.
Yes.
Yeah, he's world class.
Patson Daka.
Yes.
Nope.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Yes.
Aubameyang. Yeah. I mean, he's had this great times in his great days, but right now, of course, he's not in form. He's not really, top of his game. But yeah, he's still world class because he's done some. It's just like saying Rigobert Song is not world class because he's not currently playing football. Of course, Aubameyang is. You can more or less say Aubameyang is a retired footballer right now. He's just collecting his pension at Marseille, and coming back to the AFCON to even play for Gabon. It's like he's looking at it like he's doing the country a favor. But I mean, he had his great days. He was a good player in his prime. So yeah, we can say he's a world class player. Yeah, we can say that. Yeah, he was a top striker during his prime.
Yes. Brahim Diaz.
Yeah, great player, plays for Morocco, plays for Real Madrid, won the Champions League, was even very instrumental to their games and all that. He was even considered top nominee in the AFCON, in the CAF awards, but obviously there are better players than him. So, but he's still world class, yeah.
Yes.
Rigobert Song.
Good.
Rigobert Song. I feel like he was just being sentimental. He knew he wasn't even serious. I'm sure he was just joking, or he was probably high when he was answering those questions. So we're gonna forgive him for such joke, because I think that was a joke, and I think he's pained, like I said, and I'll show you why. So this is why I think he's pained, because I don't know if you guys remember the last AFCON. Rigobert Song was the coach of the Cameroonian national team, and he managed them to that AFCON, and Nigeria knocked them out of AFCON. If you remember that fantastic pass from Victor Osimhen to Ademola Lookman, and Ademola Lookman destroying their defense and the keeper and everybody, and he crushed their heart. And you could see Rigobert Song in the video also so devastated, and I think he hasn't healed up from that, which is why I think he feel like these guys are not world class, because they dealt with him. Let's watch this video.
Le but signé Ademola Lookman en faveur du Nigeria, mais quelle erreur de la défense du Cameroun.
That's him right there. That's him right there. That's why he said they are not world class, because he's paid. That's him right there. He was the manager. And no wonder he was sacked or he was replaced as their manager, because you can't tell me someone who knows football will say that Ademola Lookman and Osimhen are not world. On the serious note here, how can you even say that? Come on, it's so disrespectful. I mean, people need to start giving Nigeria their respect, the Super Eagles. I mean, look at what the team has done over the years. The last AFCON, the Super Eagles got to the final, beating the likes of Cameroon, even Ivory Coast in the group stage, but obviously we lost to them in the final, beating South Africa, knocking out South Africa, and getting to the final, beating Angola. And I mean, these are good teams, And I know where this disrespect is coming from. It's just the fact that, unfortunately, we're not going to be going to the World Cup for 2 consecutive editions, and which is why a lot of people think Nigeria is not good right now, because we have issues with the NFF and all that. But that doesn't still mean that we don't have the best players in Africa. We have the best players in Africa right now. If you look at the team, if you look at the squad, you just know this is star-studded. Everybody knows that. And that is why everybody just keeps hating on Nigeria, which is so funny, because your hate is just going to keep us motivated. You know what I'm saying? Coming into this competition in the AFCON currently going on, a lot of people are hating on Nigeria. They feel like Nigeria feels they are they are gonna win the tournament, and everybody's waiting for Nigeria's downfall and all that. And obviously, Super Eagles have proven everyone wrong. 9 points in 3 games, 3 wins in 3, 9-point maximum points now in the round of 16. And obviously, we're going to probably beat Mozambique and going to the quarterfinal. Whoever is coming, they should. I'm sure they are shitting themselves already because they know Nigeria is no joke. So, I mean, even after, the funny thing is, a day after, or maybe some days after Rigobert Song's video went viral about Osimhen and Ademola Lookman not being world class, Osimhen and Ademola Lookman obviously probably saw the video and they showed him why they can't be disrespected. The following game, it was Tunisia that suffered it, because in that game everybody was even thinking it was going to be a tough game for Nigeria because this is Tunisia. But at the end of the day, Nigeria dealt with them. Let's watch this highlight of how Osimhen and Ademola Lookman showed everybody, including Rigobert Song, why they are truly world class. You would even notice in that game, if you watch that game that day, or maybe if you watch this highlight now, you'll see that Osimhen was even trying to show everybody that don't joke with us. He was scoring, he scored, and he was also making sure he was passing to Ademola Lookman. He gave an assist to Ademola Lookman, and he also scored. And Ademola Lookman also scored and gave assist to Osimhen, and also gave assist to Ndidi. I said Ademola Lookman had 2 assists and 1 goal that day, and Osimhen also has 1 assist and 1 goal. So don't joke with these players. These are the players you are saying they are not world class. Let's watch this highlight. All right, so this is the highlight from the match against Tunisia. This match, everybody thought it was going to be tough. Oh, Nigeria, yes, let's see what Nigeria can do now. They've been saying they are the best in Africa right now. They want to win the AFCON. Yeah, they are going to they are going to play against the real team today. But of course, we trashed them.
Traore. Referee just picking up the ball. Certain of making it through to the knockout. It is time for action. Adams.
That was Adams. Look at that. That's Osimhen. Ademola Lookman. That is a cross from and get to Osimhen. Ademola Lookman to Osimhen. I mean, come on now. Look at these players that you are saying they are not world class. That's also another cross from Ademola Lookman. Look at it. That's Ademola Lookman. That's him with the cross. To Ndidi. That's 2 assists for him in that game. Don't joke with Nigeria. Don't joke with us. We're not here to play. Look at that. Osimhen passing to Ademola Lookman because he wanted him to score. Look at that. Body movement. Are you whining me? That was the African Player of the Year. That was the African Player of the Year. 2 African Player of the Year. 2 African Player of the Year winners in a team. Come on now. Don't joke with us. How can a team have 2 African Player of the Year winners in their team and you are joking with them? You are thinking they are not contenders to win the African Cup of Nations. Come on, which other team can come and play Nigeria and feel like they can outrun Nigeria? We are not disrespecting any other team here, but don't disrespect Nigeria. Don't disrespect the Super Eagles. Don't disrespect Nigeria. Come on. We know, we all know, except we want to be deceiving ourselves, we know Nigeria is a footballing nation in Africa that can never be disrespected. Our women dominating the women's football in Africa. They beat Morocco in the final and they won the AFCON women's edition. Our basketball team is winning the African basketball championship. and representing Africa well in the global stage. What are you talking about? Even the Nigerian team, we've been winning AFCON. We've won AFCON 3 times, even though it's been a while since we won AFCON. But year in, year out, every edition we've always been performing well. It's either we get to semi-finals or we get to final, or we are winning it. And this year, we are winning it. Go and write it down. Come back to this post later. We are going to win this AFCON. So put some respect on Nigeria's name. We are not saying others are not good. Props to teams like Morocco. They've been doing well in recent times. Props to teams like Senegal. They've been consistent. And Egypt, they've had their own time. Right now, they are not really there. We all know this, the statistics. We all know sentiment apart. We all know the fact. But currently, Nigeria cannot be pushed aside. The fact that we are not in the World Cup, it's just some issues that we are dealing with personally. It doesn't mean Nigeria as a team is not good. We just probably needed a good manager, which we now have, but it was too late because we were changing managers. We changed like 3 or 4 managers during that World Cup qualifiers, which was what led to we not qualifying. Since we got the recent manager and it's been stable, the team have been performing well. So you can't disrespect a team like Nigeria. You can't. I would have loved to go in total into who a world-class player is, but I think we know who a world-class player is. We know who a world-class player is. And it's a fact that Osimhen, Ademola, Lookman are both world-class players. No one can dispute that. Come on. Osimhen won the Scudetto for Napoli that has never been won in years for them. If you go to Napoli right now, there are paintings of Osimhen everywhere, even though he doesn't play for them anymore. I mean, he was the top scorer in Serie A. Someone who was top scorer in Serie A, and since then he's still been consistent. He went to the Turkish league and won the Golden Boot in the 4th season that he was there. This is not a one-season wonder. He was named the 8th best player in the world by Ballon d'Or. And that same year, he won the CAF African Player of the Year. And you're telling me he's not world class? He's been consistent right from his under 17 years. This is a player that was top scorer in the FIFA World Cup. In the under 17 World Cup. Or was he under 21? And he has been consistent since then. He has gone to Ligue 1, dominated. Came to Serie A, dominated. Went to Turkish League, dominated. In the African competitions, he's been dominating, winning top scorers in the qualifiers, in the AFCON. Even though he hasn't had the best records, but he has been very, very supportive and very, very active. And you're telling me he's not world class. So the fact that Mbeumo plays for Man United, that doesn't make him world class. What has he done? What award has he won? What club has he taken to win the title? I mean, come on. It doesn't even have any ingredient that we can look at and say this is a world-class player. Ahmad is not a world-class player yet. He's on his way to, he could become a world-class player, but right now he is not. Wilfred Zaha is not a world-class player. And those are the players that this man said are world-class players. But Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman are not. Come on. Let's not deceive ourselves. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Share your comments. Do you agree with his list, or do you also agree that Osimhen, Ademola, Lookman are not world-class players? I think they are world-class players. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and give this video a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. See you guys on the next one. Bye.